Welcome back to timeless self-discovery. Imagine being in the middle of a high-stakes duel. Your opponent charges, sword raised, the tension thick enough to cut through the air. What do? Do you strike first, desperate to end the fight quickly, or do you wait, steady and unshaken, letting the storm rage while you hold your ground? For Miyamoto Musashi, the greatest samurai of his era, the answer was clear. Time was not something to fear. It was something to master. Patience wasn't just his strategy. It was his greatest weapon. Today, we'll uncover how Musashi's unmatched ability to persevere and use time to his advantage can transform the way you approach challenges in your own life. This isn't just a lesson in history. It's a lesson in mastering your destiny. Let's start with one of Musashi's most famous duels, his encounter with Sasaki Kojiro. This wasn't just any fight. It was a clash of two master swordsmen, each at the peak of their skill. But while Kojiro prepared for a traditional battle, Musashi prepared for a battle of wits and patience. Musashi arrived late, making Kojiro wait under the burning sun. Frustration turned to anger, and anger turned to distraction. When Musashi finally arrived, calm and focused, he was already in control. One swift strike ended the duel, but the real victory had been won long before swords were drawn. What can we learn from this? Patience isn't about doing nothing. It's about doing the right thing at the right time. Musashi didn't stall out of laziness. He waited with purpose. He understood his opponent's mind and used time as a tool to gain the upper hand. In our own lives, how often do we act out of impatience, rushing into decisions because we're uncomfortable with waiting? Whether it's taking a job we're unsure about, rushing into a relationship, or making a major purchase without reflection, impatience often leads us to regret. Musashi's story reminds us that patience is power. It's the ability to pause, assess, and act with precision when the moment is right. It's important to understand that patience and procrastination are not the same thing. Procrastination is avoiding action out of fear or laziness, while patience is intentionally delaying action to make the best possible move. Musashi didn't sit idle when he arrived late to his duel. He spent that time observing, strategizing, and putting himself in the best mental state to win. Procrastination leaves you unprepared, while patience makes you ready. Think about your own life. Are there goals you're putting off because they feel overwhelming? Or are you waiting because you're gathering the tools and knowledge you need to succeed? The difference lies in your intention. Patience is active. Procrastination is passive. When you learn to act with purpose like Musashi, waiting becomes a strength, not a weakness. Musashi wasn't born a master swordsman. His journey to greatness was a decades-long commitment to self-discipline and relentless practice. From the age of 13, when he fought his first duel, to his later years when he wrote The Book of Five Rings, Musashi embraced the long, grueling path to mastery. He understood that true success doesn't happen overnight. It's a slow build, brick by brick, forged through patience and perseverance. This is a lesson we often forget in our fast-paced world, where instant gratification is the norm. Think about a project or dream you're working on. Have you ever felt frustrated because progress was slower than expected? Musashi's life shows us that the speed of progress doesn't matter. It's the direction that counts. When you focus on steady, consistent effort, time becomes your ally. Each small step forward brings you closer to mastery. Musashi's life wasn't without hardship. He lived in a time of constant conflict, traveling alone with no fixed home. He faced powerful opponents, personal loss, and the harsh realities of war, yet he never gave up. This resilience came from his belief in enduring the pain of discipline. He accepted that hardship was a part of growth. He didn't try to avoid it, he leaned into it. He saw every challenge as a chance to become stronger, wiser, and more prepared for the future. Now, think about the struggles you face, whether it's a demanding job, a tough relationship, or personal setbacks. How do you respond? Do you shy away, hoping the difficulty will pass on its own? Or do you embrace the challenge, knowing it's shaping you into a stronger version of yourself? Perseverance isn't about never feeling tired or discouraged. It's about moving forward despite those feelings. Musashi often said, "Timing is everything." This wasn't just about combat. It was about understanding life. In his duels, he didn't rush to attack. He waited for the precise moment when his opponent was most vulnerable. This approach applies to our lives in so many ways. Imagine you're applying for a promotion. You could push for it before you're ready, risking rejection, or you could take time to build your skills and make an undeniable case for your worth. Or think about relationships. Rushing into commitments can lead to heartbreak, while waiting for the right person or the right time can create lasting happiness. Musashi's wisdom teaches us that success isn't just about effort, it's about timing. Acting too soon can lead to failure, but waiting too long can mean missed opportunities. The key is to stay present and prepared, ready to strike when the moment is right. Musashi's philosophy isn't just for warriors, it's for anyone navigating the battles of modern life. Whether you're building a career, pursuing a passion, or overcoming personal struggles, patience and perseverance are your greatest tools. Think about a goal you've been working toward. Maybe it's launching a business, learning a new skill, or repairing a broken relationship. Are you giving yourself enough time to succeed? Are you willing to endure the setbacks and frustrations that come with growth? Patience doesn't mean giving up on urgency. It means acting with clarity and purpose. It's about trusting that the effort you put in today will pay off tomorrow. Musashi's life proves that when you pair patience with perseverance, you can achieve the extraordinary. Musashi's patience wasn't just about winning battles, it was about mastering himself. By controlling his impulses, he became unshakable. He wasn't ruled by fear, doubt, or the pressure to act quickly. He trusted in his own ability to adapt and persevere, no matter the challenge. Imagine how freeing that must feel, to know that no matter what life throws at you, you have the strength to endure. To trust that time is on your side, as long as you stay committed to your path. This is the ultimate reward of patience. Freedom from the need to rush, the courage to face adversity, and the clarity to make your next move with confidence. As we wrap up, I want you to think about this. In your own duel with time, are you rushing to win, or are you playing the long game? Are you allowing impatience to cloud your judgment, or are you using patience to shape your success? Musashi's life is proof that greatness isn't about speed, it's about endurance. It's about showing up day after day with the courage to keep going and the wisdom to wait for the right moment. Remember, patience isn't just a virtue, it's a strategy. And perseverance isn't just strength, it's your superpower. Thank you for joining me on this journey into Musashi's timeless lessons. If you found value in this story, share it with someone who could use a reminder to keep going. And most importantly, keep walking your path one step at a time.